Dr. Stone.
So I I fairly enjoyed this chapter.
I fucking loved this chapter.
I would honestly arguably say it's one of my favorite chapters of Dr. Stone. Long run, like we found a rival to Senku.
Yo, the big dick energy! It's clashing. And let's just jump right to this man's ass. He's got quite an ass.
Like this man, like my favorite part, page 10.
Page 10. Yo, yeah, Senku!
he's like
he was in the background like, fuck it. I've heard all I need to hear.
We can find some experience. Senku's like kicking his back. She's like, wait a minute, before we do this, we have to make sure.
We have to think about it. Do we want a normal fucking human being or some like fucking creepy mad genius?
And
oh
Senku's,
God. He's a rich boy's son. He's a rich son. There's so many things that can go wrong with this.
Bro, oh God, this is perfect. I love it. This chapter, it makes me happy.
Look at how he unveiled it. Bro, he unveiled himself by, like, snapping. Like, am I the only one that heard the fucking Hisoka theme from Hunter x Hunter? Like, ding, 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 ding.
Bro, that is so dope. I noticed the snapping too. He was just like,
boom, I'm here. Bro, can you imagine that shit in the anime? He's gonna snap and it's just gonna shatter and it's gonna be like, oh.
This man is rival to Senku right now. This makes his match for big dick energy.
What did I fucking tell you, Thurman? They're writing Taiju out of the story.
They're replacing Tsukasa too, my dude. Look at this man.
Dude, is he gonna be Taiju and Tsukasa in one character? He's like a villain, but he's not like he's like a rival villain.
Taiju and Tsukasa in one character. Oh my God.
Taiju and Tsukasa fucked and made this guy.
He's what Taiju and Tsukasa would have been if they had a child.
Bro. And of course, by the way, can we talk about this man though? Like high key fuckboy. Like he's doing the whole like men may have their tastes, but all women are beautiful. It's like, yo! He's one of those all women are queens motherfuckers.
You can appreciate that this man was just introduced this chapter, and already he had more personality than anyone.
More character than
anyone in
the entirety of like some fucking manga. It's insane. It's insanity. No, but like seriously, did you catch the fucking like the fucking kissing up to like women that he's doing?
Yeah, bro. This, oh my God.
You know, you've seen the Vine where it's like, all women are queens. If she breathes, she's a thought. You know that one?
Oh my God.
He's in the all women are queens camp here, clearly.
Just love it. Like Magnus, just like 3. Does he mean 2? And then he gets me.
Yeah, dude. And he's just like, all women are beautiful. Ooh.
Bro, that fucking shot of him in his cap with the pirate
captain outfit. Oh my God.
So good. It's beautiful. I love it.
This character's already amazing. Yo, it's crazy, bro. Oh my God.
This man is gonna pull a Kurapika, take your main character spot. What are you gonna...
Oh no, you can't, but that would require Senku losing all of his not power, but
clout.
Senku just goes brain dead.
This author, what he's trying to do, he's going to replace every main character after every part.
Bruh. Okay, so, dude, this man is snapping, too. Yo, I just noticed, too, that's sexy as fuck. His, like, scars are, like, on his hand and shit.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because that's where he broke this. That was, like, the weak point in his stone. Oh, also... One of the questions I had last week, remember one of my concerns was, how much of the fucking revitalization fluid do they have? And he brings that up. It's like, the cave's still broken, we got a limited amount. So that makes it even funnier that Senku was like, fuck it! Yeet!
I think this is a lot of stuff that I liked in this chapter. It was a very great chapter in the sense of we saw what he could do. Essentially. in the like weather-wise, right? So he's a natural.
Oh yeah, he's almost he's like on par with Nami from One Piece here.
Yeah. Like, whoa, that's actually a really good comparison. Actually, I would be thinking that, but he's So what I really like, what I like most of all about this chapter, this guy, and it's just like the whole how everything plays out, right? Like the report. We didn't talk about her, but I think we should probably focus. The reporter. I thought she's not that interesting, but she still has a better personality than the majority of the characters in Promised Neverland. Yes, throwing shade on that shitty ass manga now. So what got me interesting was because he said we had to find a captain, right? Mm-hmm. So what got me like how they found them. So essentially they had coordinates, I believe, to like where the academy.
She knew of a certain school that taught like sailing and marine shit, you know, because she's done a story there. So she was like, all right, I can think of a bunch of professors and students that I've interviewed at this school, and she specifically thought of this kid who's like the son of like some rich fucker.
Anyway, I liked how they did this. I liked how there's just like, all right, time for the gorilla team to go to work.
Yeah, we still got the gorilla squad, which I love. I do love. They've gone really well into like showing Senku really does respect all sides of his team. He's got the smarts team, and he respects the grunt labor team too. And I also like that, like in the front there, he's like doing his part. Like he's shoveled like one thing of dirt, and he's like, here I am. I gotta let them show off, you know.
I fucking love it. This shit's beautiful.
Like this author consistently, I'll say it every week, so good at writing characters. Like there are just many moments where I just laugh out loud at how they interact.
Yep, iShield 21 is perfect for that.
Hell yeah. Let's see. So yeah, we already talked about this fucking guy. Wow, yeah. He's gonna be an interesting ass character.
I really hope he's not a villain. I really hope
he better just be a dude. I would be pissed, man. He's got to stay on their side. I love him.
Like he's the yin and yang to Senku. Perfect.
Yeah, it is interesting. Now, let's talk about motherfucking oil. We doing it. You see, now, if Tsukasa was here, I feel like he would point out that we're starting it. We're already beginning the fucking downward spiral towards apocalypse by fucking with oil. Oil is practically. You have any idea how much shit oil does to our world? Like, oh my god! Not only is it like one of the hugest causes for global warming, but as this guy mentions, he knows he who controls the oil controls the world.
Oh yeah,
this is very true. Like for example, the United States is allies with Saudi Arabia, even though they behead people in the streets for witchcraft. That's a thing that they do over there, but we're allies with them. Why? Because they let us have oil. So it's really fucked up. And I almost, if I was like, I'm leaning towards Tsukasa's point of view. When they start fucking with oil, I'm like, oh, I understand why you're doing it, but like, it's just. Every time oil is fucked with, it's just, it's so bad. Oil is just like, oh god, it stresses me out. I've been waiting for this moment with the oil, and I hope that the author goes into the fuckery that is oil, because oil just, greed and like just so much fucking death and greed and everything has been over oil in this world.
I know, right? And so, it's funny to see how it would affect the stone world too, right? Because if you look at it, like, would this mean that people like people from what's his name? Who biggest team might try to take over the world?
Dude, that's true. We could have a really like a good parallel to like our world with this internal strife right now. We can it's essentially. I can't wait to see. Oh man, it's so good, bro. Oh my god,
it's so short, but really, I really like how
you make this is proof you don't have to. Your series doesn't have to be people fighting with magical powers. And as much as I love people fighting with magical powers, I do. You don't have to be people fighting with magical powers because this shit is god tier. Now,
he had to backtrack that because one of his favorite series is fighting with magical powers.
No, I was planning on saying that from the beginning. Trust me. I will always have a special place in my heart for people fighting with magical powers. I love that shit. But it's just proof that you don't need to do that. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people think that Dr. Stone would be boring when they hear the concept. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of scrubs might think Dr. Stone's boring because there's no powers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, you know, so I guess what would you say to people like that? If you were talking to someone and they were like, oh, you know, no, there's not fighting or powers. Or
it's kind of stupid given the fact that, Dr. Stone isn't a series that's well known for its fights, right? Like, you have the reason why Dragon Ball Z strives so much because the fights are good.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like, there are some series that need to survive off of their flashy fights, and other series who don't really need it. It's more of like a bonus. The fights in Dr. Stone are a bonus.
Yeah.
So you have good characters.
I agree, man. Like, I always forget about how the quote goes, but I do love it. It's essentially like, if your characters are good, your audience will follow you through anything, right? So, like, good characters are the most important thing in a story, because if your characters are likable enough, your audience will watch them do anything. You know what I mean? So, like, just the fact that it feels like you're coming back to a family, like you're visiting a family, you know what I mean? Like, that's the best kind of manga. Like, when I read One Piece every week, it's, fuck yeah, what's Sanji and Luffy and Zoro and Chopper up to, you know what I mean? With this one, it's like, whoa, what crazy shit's Senku gonna do this week, you know? Is he gonna NTR another person's girl? Bruh, like, I love it. I love the characters so much, and I love the concept, and I continue to love it. And now that we have oil, I'm just like, oh no. Like, what's going to happen with that? So, final thoughts, predictions on this one. Short one this week, but good shit overall.
Majority of it was just us fanboying about
this fucking man!
Senku's rival, Ryutsu.
Yo, it's so good.
Honestly, I don't really have a prediction. I would say my biggest thing is my hope is that we get more. We already got, like, I feel like this guy's, we already known his childhood just from his chapter.
It's insane. This is proof that this is how to write a good character, right? Like, how is it that I can read, like, fucking 20 chapters of some manga and, like, know nothing about a character, and then this guy can, like, make me understand a dude, like, almost completely in, like, half a chapter. Like that's just good writing versus bad writing.
Yeah, so I'm sure that my big thing is I feel like we already know enough. I want more of this guy. I need more.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's already replacing the cop boy for
top. Shit. Bro. You know what that means? There's got to be a moment coming up soon where the cop guy and him interact. Well, how's that going to go?
Yeah. Bruh. Top 3 already. Senku, I believe it's Chrome, Yo.
And then this fucking guy.
The Mentalist is number 4. I mean, actually, no. I have to put Yo at 4. The Mentalist is actually a really good character. It's tough.
I know. But here's what I need to know, right? So, like, is this guy
for second place?
Good.
For second place, I don't know if it's Chrome or the Mentalist for second place. Oh, it's hard.
It's tough. Well, here's what I want to know, right? So, like, this guy, he gives me major steal your girl vibes. So is he gonna try to fucking steal some people's girls?
Is he gonna NTR Taiju?
And Taiju gets NTR'd from both directions.
They can't.
Well, because, like, Senku's... See, the funny part is Senku, without even wanting to, has already stolen everyone's girl. And he's not even into that. Can we both agree that Senku's just not sexual? He's not a sexual creature. He clearly doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Sex is beneath him.
Yes. Yeah! He's one of those characters... He's too smart for sex. Like, he's ascended to a level where he's like, why would I have sex? So yeah. So that's where Senku's at. So he's pulling one of, you know what? He's like Luffy Hancocking right now. Like, you know how Hancock is like obsessed with Luffy because Luffy's the one like Luffy doesn't give a fuck about her. Like, he's doing that. Like, where it's like they all want Senku because Senku doesn't give a fuck. It's the classic fucking woman-man situation that goes on. And then this guy's gonna come in. Oh god, it's just such a mess. And then Taiju over there, the one that's like, and you're right, first chapter, what was he doing? He was like, I gotta confess my love.
It's crazy too because this man had his MC rights taken. Yeah. The world is being taken from both sides, bruh. Bad luck.
He had his MC rights taken.
This author is trying to drill in our heads that Taiju ain't shit no more.
Yo.
He was the main character, but he wasn't popular, so he said, "Fuck you, you're going to the Golden Bowl."
He's just a background character now. Have you noticed this? He really is. That's insane. He's a background character now. It didn't even dawn on me officially until when you said that he had his MC rights revoked. That's insane. Wow.
Yeah, I'm just a champ like that.
Thurman, the master manga analyst. I can't speak. Analyst. Wink. All right.
And
what a beautiful video that was.